fire up the T66. What is going on here? This gimbal. I'm still working with this gimbal, trying to figure this thing out. I'm gonna see if the screens are any different. T66 versus T76. I'm going to point out some of the key characteristics that I see. We currently own that machine right there. We're thinking about buying this one. And I just want to show the difference in what I can see, first opinion. This one's here on a demo. This one we've got about 250 hours on. Bought it last June 2020. You go back to that video, July 4th upload. First look at this machine. It goes through all the nooks and crannies and everything when it was first coming out, letting you know what everything looks like. Pretty loaded up machine. The only thing it doesn't have is the 5-link, like that one has right there. Nope, solid mount on that one. So, all right. Obviously, you can see the size difference in the machine. This one's got a lot less space behind from the back of the cab to the back door, and even just looking at the height, which is actually kind of interesting because I'm starting to look at this more myself. Look at the tailgate between the two. It's got to be 6 inches. I bet you this whole machine's 6 inches higher. This machine's definitely taller. I don't know if that is because of the 5-link or not. If it's just because it's a bigger machine altogether. If the wind's making this camera or this sound really crappy, I apologize. Every time I go to film something, it seems to be freaking windy. So, specs, go over those real quick. 74 horsepower on both machines, 2,450 pound lift capacity with the counterweights in the back. This one's 2,800 pounds the way it sits. This one has they both have wide track. That's a 17.7 inch track multi-bar. This one's a C-bar pattern, 15.5 inch track. That's the wide track is 15 on this machine. It's a smaller frame machine. It's the 6 series frame. They're both R series machines. The bucket on this one is 72 inches or 74 inches. The bucket on this one will be an 80 inch, which is as wide as the tracks on both. I think you can get a smaller bucket on that machine if you hit narrow track. So I guess we'll just start at the front and I'll just point out some things. So the front of the machines are very the same, and same thing with the cab layout on the inside. Controls are all the same. The only difference is this one, the 66 is suited up with clear side enclosure. This one's got the mesh behind the windows. They're both vertical lift machines. They both have the hydraulic ports up front with a case drain and a 7-pin plug. They're both power bob attach. Take a look. Enclosed cab heat, air conditioning. Multi-bar track on this one, as you can see. One thing I want to note right before we move on too far is the gap in between the cab and the track on this machine. Much bigger. You can get a shovel down in there. This thing, you can see the hydraulic reservoirs kind of tucked away, hidden a little better. Sorry about that. Reservoirs hidden away a little better. The hydraulic fills a little bit higher off the ground, or really high or away from the track. One cabin air filter, not really too fond of that after using it for the amount of time I've used it. Those things seem to plug up pretty quickly, and it's only got air coming in one way, so that's definitely a dislike about these machines. They both have backup cameras. You can see those right here. These are really nice. If you do any sort of tight working areas, those things are awesome. I mean, yeah, it's an expense, but not having to turn your head and look over your shoulder the whole time like, you know, everybody in any other skid steer has to do, it's a big difference. It's a big deal now. I mean, I would have, if we wouldn't have bought a backup camera on this machine, I would have said, what the hell do I need that for? Let's look over my shoulder. I can operate this thing, but let me tell you, that backup camera is nice. Both doors are louvered. Airflow, air can get in on both. They do make a forestry kit, I'm told. Oh, it's freezing. I just rinsed this thing off, and now the water's freezing to it. They do make a kit. You can cover up the louvers if you want. Solid mount suspension. Looks like pretty much the same. Dual flange rollers in the front, single flange in the back, dual flange rollers on the bottom, 4 on both. That one's got a little bit more of a spacing to it. Both 2-speed machines. This one has automatic ride control and the reversing fan. That one does not. This one has the clear-sided glass. One thing I do want to note that they changed with this R series machine that I like a lot. There used to be a link that would connect somewhere back here, and it would go up to like here and hook in, and it went up with the machine. Well, with that being gone now, when you put the loader arms up, your visibility out either window, the clear side or the one with the mesh, is greatly improved. I like that a lot. With that link being gone, they actually moved it back. It's back behind the cab, so like when you look out the window now, your sight lines are like way better down to your track. I mean, I can see down to here out the back of the cab, which is good for unloading or backing up in tight places, so you got grade stakes or something. Back to the front of this one, pretty much the same as the other one. There's really no difference. Smaller bucket. I think I talked about the tracks real quick. Look at how tight those are. Those are so close. I mean, it's only like 1.5 inches. There was a big downfall in this machine when we got it. We were looking at it. Like, I don't know about these tracks. These are awfully tight. One thing about the 5-link, it does look like it's going to be easier to clean out. There's some more room down in there. We're a little, the 5-link's something that we're probably going to end up with, but I wouldn't expect it out with it. It's okay. I'm not that impressed with it. It does kind of dampen the load, like if you're going across the parking lot and you hit a bump or you come to a stop, it kind of springs down like a shock absorber in a car, which is nice. It keeps your load in, but maybe a pallet of material that would fall apart might stay on there a little better. I don't know. I just think it's kind of hyped up. We did look at it in the dealer underneath the cab. It's actually a lot more simple than you think. I was worried about something like this needed to be replaced in like 5-10 years if it went bad, but it really didn't look that bad on the inside of the cab. It's like 2 separate things. I don't know about the back one, but we could see the front one with just by lifting the cab. You can get to it pretty easily. The hydraulic fill, a little bit closer to the track, cabin air filter again. But look at the hydraulic reservoir. It's fill. I mean, you get a little bit of mud in there, you're done. You can't even see it. That was like a huge screw up. That was like one of the worst things about this machine when we got it. I was so pissed because I couldn't see in there. This was really tight too. I mean, everything gets stuck in there. Walking up the side. This is kind of the side we started on with the 66. Pretty much the same, just bigger. So, overall, nice machine. I like them both. I don't know which one I would choose if I had to choose between both. If I had to choose between either one, I'm not really sure which one I would choose for a job if I needed it. That'd be a tough call. I mean, both being 74 horse. Literally identical almost. They both got backup cameras, so that's not even on the question for me at this point. I really don't know. That's a tough call. I think, I don't know. I like the T66 because the 66 because of the clear sides, and I do like the automatic ride control. But yeah, I don't know. I can't say for sure. So I guess I'll leave it up to you on your specific needs. I mean, this machine was good because we're getting into small backyards and stuff. That's kind of why we went with it. We were replacing a T190. Obviously, if you know a T190, it's a little rinky-dink thing compared to these. So we wanted something with a smaller track width and, you know, a little better for working in those tight yards compared to the big mammoth over here that we got now. Well, we're looking at getting, maybe. Undecided yet. So yeah, I mean, this one's 8,900 pounds, maybe about 9,000. This one's over 10,200 something. So I mean, come down to trailering it and hauling it. If your trailer's gonna be able to handle it, I don't know. It's up to you really, what your needs are. You know, we needed something small. We bought something small. We're looking maybe something a little bit bigger than this one. So this is an X size up. Really nothing in between. So, alright, well that's going to wrap up this video. I didn't really talk about the cabs too much because they're really both the same. Both air ride seats, heated seats, touchscreen display, all that. The bells and whistles are all the same on the inside. So, I'll leave it up to you what you think, T76 or T66. Drop in the comments, let me know. I'm just curious what you guys think. I mean, we already bought one of those, so it's a little late now, but let me know what you guys think of this T76. So, alright, remember, if you guys like the video, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment, share. That lets me know you like the content that I am putting out to you. Remember to hit that subscribe button, that's the most important. It really lets me know that you guys are liking the videos, the guys that comment every time. Thanks for sticking around at the end of the video. We'll see you in the next one.